enjoy the games all afternoon. DVD will be here from 3 to 6. As we said before, a real show will be here this afternoon. Take you to the afternoon. By the way, Barkley's talking about TSU right now on the big screen,
Hey,
which is very cool. Thank you, Charles Barkley. We're all Tennessee State fans today as he looked to knock off Iowa State. We're off and rolling, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show live at Boom Boss in East Nashville, 102.5 The Game. All right, guys, Big Joe here again. One more time. Look, we spent a lot of time on our show talking about mental health, and today we're talking about one more day. You know, there's this story about this young man who's got a father that's a raging alcoholic, and he becomes sober, and the son is afraid that he's going to fall back into those ways. And he says, Dad, are you going to be sober? How much longer are you going to be sober? And the dad says, for one more day, right? All we can control is one more day, not 2, 3, 4, 5 days down the way. And that's why I tell you why going to therapy is so important. You can control the now. I know you're struggling. I know sometimes you feel like life is overwhelming, but unitycares.com is there for you. Their whole goal is to get you back up and living the life that you absolutely deserve. unitycares.com. And look, if you're unsure of where to go with therapy, go to the website. Everything is laid out for you right there. This is a wonderful company based right here in Middle Tennessee, and their whole goal is to get you back living right in the life that you deserve. unitycares.com. Go to therapy. Listen, it's private, it's secure, it's confidential, and they offer telehealth. No one's got to know. I don't need to know what you talk about. I just need you to go because I know how powerful therapy can be. And I know how great Unity Cares is for that as well. If you've got a loved one who's struggling, sit down with them, talk to them. You could be that one person to turn their life around, and send them to unitycares.com. And again, all the information is laid out on the webpage for you right there. Where to begin, how to start, who to talk to. It's there for you. Their whole goal is to get you back and going. And listen, you don't have to go through any of this alone. None of it. We're here for it. Reach out to us at any time, and that's how great Unity Cares is. Again, unitycares.com, the website, unitycares.com. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show. Rifleman, excellent song because in 9 days, that's all I'm going to say. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show, live at Boom Bars in East Nashville today for all the games. DVD, we'll be here from 3 to 6. Looking forward to see those guys this afternoon. So come by and say hi. Chase still on vacation. Dr. Crane's here with us. Something just came across. Look, our question today is, what's the best cut of fry? We're going to get to that all in just a second. But something just came across our feed. I was talking to Dr. Crane about this. And this is very interesting that Major League Baseball is now instituting what's that called again, Dr. Crane?
ABS system.
An ABS system. And what it is,
balls and strikes.
They're measuring, but it goes beyond that.
Correct.
So they're measuring athletes. You're going to see a lot of height changes this year because the rollout of ABS in Major League Baseball is now measuring each player's height down to the millimeter. Gavin Lux is a baseball player for Tampa Bay. Last year he was 6'2", 190. This year he's 5'11", 190. The process now of height in Major League Baseball is super strict. No shoes, no hats, knees exposed, back against the wall for all that. Remember this came with Pavia at the Senior Bowl. Like, oh, he's 5'9" and all that. When you could say, oh, I'm 5'11 and a half.
Right.
This is interesting. So you're going to see a lot of guys who are listed at 6'4" or now in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't mean much, but there's no more lying about your height from maybe an intern did something. Oh, you're 6'4" and you're really 6'1". This is interesting.
Yeah, and here's my take on it. It's from last season after all this the gambling shenanigans happened with Major League Baseball. I don't know if you're familiar with this.
I am not.
But Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz were sidelined/indicted for a gambling scheme involving rigging individual pitches in 2025. So basically they received bribes for throwing balls and strikes, specifically targeting first pitch sliders and balls in June of 2025 games, prompting a federal investigation into over 100 bets. So they're having other people place these bets that would basically indicate if they're like specific prop bets for them to throw like a 92-mile-an-hour slider. And if that does happen, then those people that place those bets win the money and they get a cut of it. So my assumption of what I've gathered from all this, the ABS system is automatic balls and strikes. They've been testing this out in minor league baseball for the last couple seasons. The reason why they're having players take off their socks and shoes and off their hats to get the automatic, to get their right height and weight is because when you tap your head for a challenge play, they're going to look at the strike zone on a digital computer and say, all right, it is in this part of the zone. This is where the ball went, X, Y, Z. And then if you add another factor into all this, when you go and challenge that, you have to wait like a minute or two. Again, it's not a long wait. So that's a good thing for baseball. Again, there's just too much money involved with it. And I was reading the other day after looking at the giant menu scheme for Major League Baseball between all the franchises.
Okay.
They have changed their, not betting partner, but they call it prediction partner. Excuse me.
All right.
Polymarket. I'm not familiar with it. I thought it was for stocks and stuff. But Polymarket is the new, partner for Major League Baseball's prediction market. So they've gone away from the, DraftKings and the FanDuel.
Okay. What does that have to do with height?
I'm telling you, they have to get the exact height and weight so they can get the right strike zone size for between their knees, because they said the knees have to be exposed, right?
Right.
The strike zone is where your knees.
No. When you get measured, you got to be basically naked.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. They have to know where your knees are at and where your shoulders are at, your chest, so they can dictate where the top and the bottom of the strike zone is.
Okay.
That's where I get with that. And they're taking it away on the broadcast this year, the K zone, where you can see the strike zone. They're taking that away.
Why?
Because of this whole situation with the pitcher.
Oh, okay.
That's how it all intertwines with the ABS system. Because, again, I'm a passionate baseball fan.
Right.
And I hate that this has come to this because it's taking away too much of the fun out of baseball. There's too much money involved with the sport. Get back to where it used to be. Go to the ballpark, eat a hot dog, drink a few beers, enjoy some fun with your friends. There's too much involved with it.
All right, good. It's not going to do that, by the way. I mean, it'll never go back to being the innocence, which is great. I mean, I understand that, but that's what we grew up on. We'll have another debate, like, why do you need umpires now?
Right.
I mean, you need one on the field. That'll be it, right?
Don't get me started on that.
Don't get me started.
You take the human.
So like my aunt. Don't get me started.
This is like you and Belvis with Memphis, right? You can't take the human element out of baseball. And when you do that, it just becomes a robot game. Nobody wants to play a sport that, sure, there was a play or a call in spring training yesterday or the day before It was an umpire behind the plate, called it a ball. It was right down the middle. So I get where the complaining is, but at the same time,
right.
That's why you got the review system.
All right,
keep the
there you go.
behind the plate, but keep the review system.
I'm just interested now because it's all, even with Pavi and the NFL, now Major League Baseball, it's all about getting correct and the heights and everything. So
it takes
I
two
just
to tango. Remember
I know, but it's been a while since it's been like, we're actually going to apply everything, height and weight and what it means. And so now you laid it out pretty good there.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm getting several texts. All right, Chuck Norris passed away today, 86 years old. Passed away evidently in Hawaii yesterday, went to the hospital and passed away. And that is legit. TMZ report, everybody's reporting it now. Now this is fake. There's a rumor that Mean Joe Green has passed away.
No.
That is a hoax. So if you see Mean Joe Green, that everywhere I'm seeing, we got some people at the text line like, oh no, Mean Joe Green. That is a hoax. Mean Joe Green. I don't know if my heart can handle Chuck Norris and Mean Joe Green passing away on the same day. That's a hoax.
Yeah, can't do that. That would really that would tear apart half the society.
It would. So it is a hoax. All right, back to our question real quick. Kentucky is now down by 2 to Santa Clara Riflemen, right? You good?
Making it through, I guess.
Okay. All right. It's early. Santa Clara is not a bad program.
Maintaining. That's all I can say.
All right, I like it. All right, we'll give you continued updates throughout the day. Tennessee plays at what time?
3:25.
TSU?
They play at 1:50.
1:50. We'll have you covered all day long for all that. Back to our question of the day, brought to you by Aries Tactical. What is the best French fry? Should I say best cut of fry French fry or the best French fry?
The best cut of fry would be more proper for this conversation.
Yeah. Let's see here from Fat Hog in Murfreesboro says, get the cheapest crinkle cut fries you can. Find, put them in grease while it's cold, and then fry them. Grease is our friend.
It is.
Is grease our friend?
I'd say in some cases it is. Why would it not be our friend? You got to be able to listen. I mean, not listen, but you got to be able to just taste a wonderful French fry every once in a while.
Right.
And guess what happens? You could do that with the not peanut oil, was it turkey oil or whatever it's called? You know
I don't know. Is that right? 8210 says a crinkle cut is the best if they make them a little bit crunchy. If they're not, then they are the worst. Okay, I could see that. And I don't know, where can you get shoestring fries?
You get them at J. Alexander's. You get them at Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake. Shake Shack.
Connor knows the steak shake I'm talking about over there at MTSU, man. That was my go-to every day.
Yep.
I haven't been to a Steak and Shake. Are they still around?
Fantastic.
Steak and Shake still making their way around?
Yeah. Underrated venue.
Okay.
I also heard they're paying like their employees like a percentage of Bitcoin too. Like if they sign on a certain amount of time. I saw it online somewhere.
Did you?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I also saw online that Mean Joe Green died.
Okay, but no, this had a little bit more reputable source underneath it because it came from their actual account.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to check. I had no idea Steak and Shake was still around.
Oh, yeah.
There's one in Murfreesboro, Joe.
Yeah.
Flag that there, Connor. We'll send it down to together at cromwellmedia.com. we'll go down to okay, now I'm fired up. All right, we got that. All right, we're live at Boom Boss today at East Nashville. Dr. Craig, do you have any scores for us that you can tell people, or are you just,
there's only 2 games underway right now, Texas Tech and Akron. Texas Tech is leading before the half with 1.8 seconds left, 40-35. And Kentucky has now it's Santa Clara that's up over Kentucky, 40-38 with 17 minutes left in the second half. So that's all we got right now, and we'll get to more of that as the day progresses.
Right. You're the best, pal.
Well, you asked for scores. I gave you scores.
I didn't know if we had like a sponsor.
Oh, well, we do have a sponsor, Joe.
Yeah, so I think that's okay.
Yeah, you caught me at
Hold on, Rifleman. Don't go to break yet, buddy.
Yeah, excuse me about that. March is here at Boom Boss is your headquarters for every buzzer beater, upset and Cinderella story. With every game on their big screen, ice-cold drinks, the best pizza in town you won't want to watch anywhere else. Grab your crew, claim your spot, and enjoy the excitement. Don't miss a minute. Catch all the tournament action at your local Boom Boss in East Nashville. Visit other locations in Spring Hill and Murfreesboro as well. Specials running for the day. It's game day wings and fries for $10, $10 domestic beers and local draft pitchers, $20 domestics, and $25 import tallboy buckets. Eat, drink, watch at Boom Boss Pizza and watch at the bar every visit and the experience. Delighted in award-winning.
Good Lord, how's that a 30-second read? This is like 9 minutes.
Yeah, it's a delighted in award-winning.
Just come to Boom Boss. It's the best. And see us out here today. We love Boom Boss. We're here, the Chase and Big Joe Show, right on 102.5 The Game, brought by the Omni Nashville Hotel. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show live this afternoon at Boom Bars in East Nashville. All the TVs are going. All the games will be on today. The Vols tip off at 3:25 this afternoon. Tennessee State at 1:50. Vandy will take on Nebraska tomorrow afternoon. Where that winner goes to the Sweet 16. So a lot of good things happen in our area. Vandy women play tomorrow night over at Memorial Gym versus High Point. That's going on. Right now, Kentucky is battling with Siena, and it was Santa Clara, Siena and Duke.
46-44 Kentucky, and Texas Tech is over Akron at halftime, 40-35. And that coverage, Joe, the NCAA men's basketball tournament coverage, updates throughout the day are presented by Toyota. Let's go places. We're here some today. Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery, Maple Street Biscuit Company, Wake Up to Wow, and Thompson Machinery, and lastly, Pizzona MD.
There you go. Tennessee today first is Miami of Ohio. Look, Miami of Ohio went
31-1.
31-1. They won the playoff playing game the other night, which I still call it that way.
Yep.
They've got like 27 guys that can shoot three-pointers, but I don't think they've got much of an inside game. I think if Tennessee relies on their inside game and power, they win. I just get scared when a bunch of dudes start nailing threes on a team that's not athletically as good as you are.
Yeah, my biggest worry for Tennessee today is the pace of the game, and meaning – if Miami of Ohio slows things down and they play their style of basketball, which in some cases may look a little elementary, but if they just, like you said, shoot threes but definitely control the pace of the game,
right,
Tennessee is going to struggle for sure. I think the first half we'll see Tennessee struggle. I'd say the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then after that maybe Tennessee starts battling back, takes a lead, and it's a matter of if they can hold the lead, because a lot of Tennessee fans know this, and especially listening, this Tennessee team has a hard time holding on to a lead. I mean, if they're up 15 points, they might lose it. I mean, prime example, being a Mississippi State fan, they were up 15, 16 points, and they still won that game, but still overall, they made it close.
Well, I mean, Tennessee's a much better team. If you get Nate Miami of Ohio cannot control Nate Amen. I mean, they can't. They can't do it. There's just no way they could do that today. So let those guys play and go, and then I know Miami of Ohio is going to be stoked and geeked and all that. Excuse me. I think if Tennessee just play – I don't know why I'm wheezing.
That's all right.
If Tennessee will just play their game, dictate their game, I think they will. They've had a little time to rest. I mean, Vanderbilt took it to them last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Vanderbilt. No, Vanderbilt beat Florida. Who beat
Florida?
Who beat Tennessee last week?
I believe that was Arkansas.
No. Was it Arkansas?
Let me double check.
How do I know this? I was there.
Now you got me questioning my own thoughts, Joe.
I was there. Vandy beat Tennessee,
okay.
Right? That's what I thought. Yeah, last Friday, because Tennessee beat Auburn on Thursday.
Yeah,
there we go. And then Bruce Pearl was crying the whole time.
Yeah,
Vandy beat Florida. There we go. All right, I'm not as dumb as I think I am.
No, you're smart.
So they've had a time to rest. This Tennessee team's not bad, but again, do not let Miami of Ohio get hot, because then they'll just control the game, and now they get into your mind, and it's over.
And adding on to the Nate Ament comment there, I was on with Connor. We actually talked about this.
Connor,
we were talking about Nate Ament and just what should Tennessee do when it came to the SEC tournament time. And I mentioned you at least have to put him on the roster, at least on the bench, and make him available for the second round. And then you go about it as to if he'll be able to play because of that high ankle sprain. I think now that is fully healed for the most part from what we all know. I mean, he played in the last couple games. But if it is a nagging injury, it might reoccur maybe today. Hopefully that's not the case. Never wish ill will on anybody. But that is a key factor I think you got to keep in the back of your mind.
Well, I just think put them away. Put them away soon.
Yep.
Michigan State had the blueprint for those teams that hang around and nag you. Just come out and run them down the court and use your physical part that you've got. Use teamwork, pass the ball. I mean, Michigan State looked great. I mean, they controlled that game, and North Dakota State didn't have a chance after like 2 minutes into the game. So Tennessee could do that. Who awaits Tennessee if they win today?
I believe that would be UK or Santa Clara.
Winner of Virginia.
Virginia, yes, thank you.
Yeah, Virginia versus Wright State.
It's that quadrant of like Tennessee, Miami, Ohio, Virginia, Wright State, Kentucky, Santa Clara, and then you at the very bottom of Iowa State, Tennessee.
Yeah, that's pretty cool right there. All right, so that game will tip off here in just a little bit, Virginia and Wright State, and go, and then so I mean, and Connor, you can weigh on this. I mean, if Rick Barnes loses this game, are we back to regular season Rick again?
Yes. I mean, I still think it is regular season Rick, but I think Tennessee fans are going into this one thinking that they're kind of playing with house money with this team, just because I think they don't think this team's capable of getting to the Elite Eight or even the Final Four. So this is a good team. I would probably take Tennessee to beat Miami, Ohio, just because I don't think Miami, Ohio has seen an SEC defense like this, especially a defensive-minded team. But if they don't get past this weekend, then I would consider it a failure of a season for Tennessee.
So Sweet 16 to be considered somewhat of a success?
I would say so. Yeah, with this team, and they've kind of flirted in and out of the rankings this year. So I would say if they are considered one of the 16 best teams in the nation next weekend, then I would say it was a successful season for Tennessee.
All right, you're a basketball junkie. You know a lot of this. Does this help Tennessee that Miami played Wednesday night?
I would say so, but I think it could also hurt them because you saw the way that Miami, Ohio played and the amount of threes they were draining. Granted, against an SMU team that was missing their best player and wasn't very good to begin with. But
right.
I think they're going to have to play into the fact that Miami's already played and tire them out. Defensively, I think they're capable of doing that. And look, if you're hitting your shots offensively, if Gillespie and Amen are rolling, then I think that's a recipe for success. But I think you're right, Joe, in that they need to lean into the idea that Miami has already played and make them tired, make them chase, and make them go around in circles on offense when you're playing defensively.
I agree. I just think it helped Tennessee because now you got a fresh scouting on them. I know you get all the tape from 32 games, whatever, but you were able to sit down and watch them play. Like, you probably didn't watch them at all during the regular season. You were like, oh, that's a cute story. But now you got to watch them and scout them. You get the broadcast copy. You got the team copy and watch what they do. I think that helps Tennessee so much. But you're right. If you don't go out and execute today, I mean, the first 4 minutes of a game are so critical and crucial just to put teams away. And I think Tennessee could do that today. By the way, this is Peyton Manning versus Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Really
That's how I look at things. I look at matchups in March Madness on how well your quarterbacks did in the pros.
So you're basically saying both of these teams are not fast, a little chubby.
Yep.
And one of them's got a nice twang accent.
And one's on TV every other 8 seconds.
That's true.
To do all that.
Tennessee is on TV a lot.
As well. Do you want to give some scores there, Dr. Crane?
Yeah, we can do that. How about that? Some scores going around here. Kentucky's up 51-47 with 11:45 to go in the second half. Texas Tech and Akron are still at halftime at 40-35. And then just tipped off Arizona and Long Island, 15-4 right now. Arizona's up 16 minutes in so far. So
that's how you do it.
Exactly.
Arizona, first 4 minutes, make them not want to be there. Like, oh, God, I want to be here to do that. One place you do want to be, Boom Bars in East Nashville. We're here till 6 o'clock today. All the games are on in East Nashville. Stop by. The food is perfect. Come by and see us today. We're having a good time over here at Boom Bars in East Nashville.
Also, not just basketball today. Tonight, guess who's playing? Vandy men's baseball. That's what's going on here. They're taking on Mississippi State. First pitch is at 7 o'clock. Coverage for all of that is on 105 The Game, presented by Gary Force Acura.
What time?
7 o'clock.
What time's pregame?
First pitch is at 7 o'clock.
So 6:45?
6:45.
6:45.
Do you not have pregame in your little read there?
Doesn't have it there. But you know what I do have?
Right.
Confidence in Mississippi State. I know we're Vandy oriented, but Mississippi State's a good ball club.
But you have a tie. That's okay. You have a tie in Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Rifleman's got a tie in Kentucky. That's fine.
Yeah.
We're not all rooting on the same page. It's fine.
But I grew up watching Vandy baseball, so it's all right.
Okay. I guess so.
I don't know, Jim.
You were in high school and they won their first national championship back in 2014.
That's
all right,
right.
thank you for that. All right, we got more to come. Here at 1 o'clock, we're going to have Kevin Todd on from the sportsbrokers.com. He came on our show yesterday and did a guaranteed bet that paid off massively and handsomely.
Wow.
If you took his advice last night. So we can't wait to talk to him. 2 o'clock, Tim Bryant from the Wilson County FCA is going to join us. The former Vanderbilt, basically All-American football player, is going to join us and talk about this huge event happening Easter weekend. I want you guys to be a part of. Then at 2:30, Michelle Kennedy, Madden president for the National Predators, will join us as the Preds are on fire. And we need you at the game tomorrow at 1 o'clock as you take on Vegas. So much more. Our question today brought to you by Aries Tactical. What is the best cut of French fry? We have a ton of reaction. It's the yearly debate that we have. We want to hear from you. 615-737-1025. This is the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 1025 The Game. Look at that much better. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5 The Game, live at Boom Bars in East Nashville. We're going down the menu here, and it's taken us 45 minutes to order because, like, I want this. No, wait, you're getting that, and I want this. Wait, you want that? I'm getting that. So come by and see. There's a great crowd here outside. It's a beautiful day. Come by and see us in East Nashville. If you've never been to Boom Boss, please come and try it out because it is absolutely fantastic. Dr. Crane, scoreboard update if you don't mind, buddy.
Yes, sir. 13:57 in the first. Arizona up 19-6 over Long Island. Akron and Texas Tech are still at halftime with Texas Tech leading at 40-35. And it seems like it's going to come down to whoever has the ball last in the Kentucky-Santa Clara game. Santa Clara retook the lead 56-55 over the Wildcats.
All right, Wright State and Virginia have just tipped off. The winner of that game will play the winner of Tennessee versus Miami. You know, it was fun yesterday. We were over at Jelly Rose Bar, and last night we were at the Preds game too, and there was like 8 TVs going on, but you hear these pockets, people like, yeah, going crazy.
Oh.
And the excitement of the High Point game yesterday, people were watching it going crazy.
Yep.
And then last night, VCU beat North Carolina. It's just, nobody's probably a fan. We all love upsets. And that was so great. And that's what this tournament, the first 2 days is about, are all these upsets. And it was so much fun hearing everybody, the enthusiasm, the laughter, and oh, no. And that's what makes these 2 days special.
Well, it's America, Joe. Everybody loves the underdog story. You got to think of it that way. Everybody loves an underdog story. Like Average Joe's versus Globo Gym. That's a true David versus Goliath. This is what this is.
Right.
This is David versus Goliath every single game. It's fantastic.
It's going Kentucky's down by 1, back and forth.
Yeah.
For that's going versus Santa Clara. Santa Clara, is that where Rifleman Steve Nash went? We lost the Rifleman.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh. He's probably busy.
He saw that 3-pointer.
Sorry. I was recording a Game Center update.
Oh, my bad. Just tell us to shush. Did Steve Nash go to Santa Clara?
Yes, 30 years ago.
I live in the past, as you well know. Santa Clara just drained to 3. They're up by 4 now. But still a lot of time left to go in the game to happen with that. SEC, Georgia lost yesterday. A&M won. They're still in it.
I believe Missouri plays today.
Vanderbilt won. And now everybody's like, look at the SEC. They're 5-9 or whatever. I mean, like, nobody cares.
Yeah.
But people want to know how they're doing. And so, I know Tennessee goes today. Texas A&M won last night. Texas beat BYU, which is a big win.
Arkansas beat Hawaii.
Arkansas beat Hawaii. They take on High Point on Saturday. Saturday night, that'll be a fun game. God, Arkansas has a great shot at getting to the Sweet 16.
I told this to Connor the other day. I was like, I think Arkansas has a good chance at something.
They were complaining about seeding yesterday as he's playing a 13 seed and a 12 seed with a shot to get to the Sweet 16.
But don't we complain, though? To be a fan, you got to complain. That happens.
John Calipari was complaining, I should say.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, fans complain, too. And they do all that. By the way, I saw him last week at the tournament. And he walked by me with the press conference. I never realized how small he was.
Really? Like, is he smaller than me?
No. He's I don't know, maybe nobody's that small. He's maybe I don't know, 5'10", right? I mean, he was just I was expecting like 6'3", 6'4". I mean, I've seen him on TV forever, but
you think he's Adonis? You think he's chiseled?
I just thought he was a lot taller than that. And I sometimes like, okay, but
his hair kind of gives him an extra 2 inches. The way he combs it back,
Family show.
I'm just saying, hair. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's pretty self-explanatory.
Virginia Wright State are 3.5 minutes into their game. 2.5 minutes, nobody scored.
Do you like directions or something, Joe?
Wright State. Why can't I say that?
I don't know.
Do you know where Wright State's named after?
The wrong state?
God.
Good joke. Come on. It's Dad Joke Friday. Lighten up
Orville
a little bit.
and Wilbur Wright invented the airplane. They have a college named after him. You don't know this?
Yeah.
You know it
The
now?
Wright brothers, yeah.
Yeah. Where's Wright State located? I don't even know
I'm going
that.
to say New Hampshire.
No. Did you study history at Ryan, or did you skip it over?
No, I studied history. I studied a few things. We did Native American studies at Father Ryan. We had a class with our
H-back / tight ends coach. He was a former offensive lineman for Vanderbilt, funny enough.
Okay.
Coach Doolin. He was a presidential teacher. Like he taught us about how a president can serve 3 terms and stuff like that.
Can't, but that's okay.
Can actually.
Cannot. President cannot serve 3 terms.
Yes.
Cannot.
If somebody else runs and they run as the VP and they end up dying.
But you can't be elected.
Yes, they can be sworn in.
Okay, right. You cannot be elected.
Correct. They can't be elected, but they can be sworn in if they were to do, say if that person would get elected president right after they somehow were to die or get assassinated.
Who's the only person to be vice president and president never been elected?
Vice president and president
never been elected. Yep.
It's during the Kennedy administration?
Nope.
No.
Because LBJ was elected in 64 as president.
Right, Lyndon B. Johnson.
He was also elected on the ticket with Kennedy in 60. Come on, man.
Isn't it in that era, though?
Yeah, it is, but not as far back. He played football at Michigan.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Gerald Ford.
Really?
Became vice president when I think it was Spiro Agnew stepped down under Nixon, and then when Nixon resigned, Ford became president.
Oh.
See, we learned. Remember the day I told you with Chase, academic All-American, I'd have made it in history. Any other class, I'd have been put in jail. But with that, I'd have been history.
Trust me, and this is to all the audience that listens. I promise you, I'm intelligent. I applied myself when
about? This isn't therapy.
No, I'm just saying it kind of is therapy. Everybody loves this. It's a 3-hour cab ride, Joe.
It is. Right?
I'm just saying I have some intelligence to me.
I'd like for you to go to therapy, just not right now.
Yeah,
right.
I do have a twitch in my eye. Is that
good Lord? What is this?
I'm just saying there are people that have remedies at home that can help.
Right.
There are a lot of problems I have that I need help with.
You talked about your lazy eye yesterday.
I did.
Then I said, "Is this a lack of work ethic?" And you got mad at me.
No,
you brought it up.
Did I get mad at you?
You said that was not very kind on air, and I said, "I don't care."
Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, I care about you.
I love you, man.
I care.
It's
okay. But now you know Gerald Ford.
Yeah.
Tonight when you're at home talking to the parents, like, there's only one guy who's only been. I think it's only one person that's been. That.
Watch somebody fact check you on the.
I hope they do.
That'd be funny.
Up next, Kevin Todd, sportsbrokers.com, is going to join us. He gave us a guarantee yesterday, and I'm telling you, paid off not just handsomely, but handsomely last night. He's going to join us next. This is a fun segment. He's up next right here. We're live at Boom Bods in East Nashville. Come by and say hi. We're having a great time here till 6 o'clock. DVD will be here at 3 o'clock. We got you covered all afternoon, folks. By the way, Kentucky's now up. They're down 2, 7 minutes to go. Back with more right here, 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the second hour of the Chasing Big Joe Show live at Boom Bars in East Nashville. All the games are on. Everything you need for an enjoyable afternoon is here at Boom Bars, so come by and say hi to us. All right, in our world, there are a few things left. Nobody guarantees anything anymore because they're all scared, right?
Right.
We had a guest yesterday come on that guaranteed a win last night to make you money. And not only was it a guarantee, it was a smashing guarantee. Let's bring in that guy. His name is Kevin Todd. He's president and CEO of the sportsbrokers.com. Kevin, good afternoon. My man, you hit it yesterday. Well done.
Does it get any easier than that? A 25-point victory. It wasn't even fun. You couldn't even sweat it.
That's great, Kevin. You called it, man. All the props to you, buddy. You called it.
Well, listen, before I get into giving you guys another free play, let me tell your listeners right now, everyone who called yesterday, they made a ton of money yesterday because we gave them all Texas over BYU as a huge play for all my clients. And let me tell you folks right now, I have another game just as strong as yesterday, and I'm giving it to your listeners for free, guys. Just like yesterday, I guarantee I win this game, or you will get the entire March Madness absolutely free. That's how strong it is. Folks, all you have to do is pick up the phone and dial 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. Go to my website, thesportsbrokers.com. Read up about me. See who I am. Opt in, and a broker will call you back.
Yeah, we did the website yesterday, and all the reviews, look, word of mouth is how you build a successful brand, and then your word of mouth, Kevin of the Sports Brokers, is fantastic. All right, you want to give it to us? You want to wait?
What's that?
Your guarantee for today.
Well, my guarantee for today is they have to call in to get that play.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, they got to call in. I'm going to give you my free play over the air, which is my opinion.
That's it.
But I'm going to give them a guarantee, but they need to call in to speak to the broker so we can give them the information over the phone. All they have to do is dial 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. So the free play I'm going to give you guys today.
Yes.
We got a 5-12 matchup. We're looking at St. John's playing Northern Iowa. Now, about Northern Iowa, they were the 6th seed in their tournament, and they pretty much ran through everybody. But that was kind of misleading because they were missing their best player on their team, which was Smith. When he was in the lineup, they were 22-12, okay? I'm sorry, 22-5. When he wasn't in the lineup, they ended up losing 7 games. He's back. They're playing St. John's. That's coming off a Big East win over Connecticut. 2nd year in a row, I believe they've won the Big East St. John's. But let me tell you about this Northern Iowa team. They match up great with them offensively and defensively. Even though we know about St. John's, they get a lot of offensive rebounds, 35%. Northern Iowa holds opponents to only 22% on the offensive rebound. And what they do well is they hit the threes, and most of these games, guys, are won and lost at the free throw line. I don't trust St. John's when it comes to free throws. I like Northern Illinois because they shoot over 70%. I think getting the 10.5 points is a gift. I think this game is going to be close. I'm not saying they're going to win the game outright, but I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm taking the 10.5 with Northern Iowa.
Love that. Kevin Dodd, president and CEO of the sportsbrokers.com. Kevin, obviously, there are a lot of Nashville natives that are Vandy fans and also Tennessee fans that are Vols fans. Without giving away your plays, just your opinion on that game coming up today.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the game that's coming up today, what scares me about Tennessee is they tend to shoot the ball not consistently, and they don't hit the threes. And they play very well on defense, but they go cold a lot. Miami, Ohio, they got nothing to lose here. Listen, they just chucked the ball up. They scored 89 points, I believe, in their last game. I think they're getting 12 points. I think that's way too many there. If gun to my head, I would take Miami, Ohio plus the points and keep the game close. But I think Tennessee might just win the game because they're too physical. But Miami, Ohio is going to be in this game.
And what's that number again so people can get that expert opinion?
All they have to do is give me a call at 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. You get my best bet today in college basketball absolutely free. If I don't win this game, you will get the entire March Madness absolutely free.
Oh, I love it. Kevin Todd, he's the president and CEO of the sportsbrokers.com. Kevin, a little bit about your background. How long have you been doing this?
Oh, my God. I'm so old I'm running out of birthdays. I've been doing this over 30 years.
Oh my goodness. And when you got the taste of it, I mean, it's like, this is fun. And then, what I like about you is like you enjoy helping people, which isn't a lot these days, but I'm sure you get much satisfaction of helping somebody win money as you do your own self.
Well, what I do is I teach people how to treat it like a business. I take the gambling aspect out of it. Less games, more money. I stay away from the parlays. I stay away from the teasers. I stay away from all those sucker bets like the prop bets. Why would you guys want to go out and bet 4 or 5 games for $200 a piece and risk $800 to $1,000 on the line on 4 or 5 games when you could bet one game for $1,000 or $800? Win and quit. That's treating it like a business. Guys, anything else is just gambling. I take the gambling aspect out of it. I teach you money management. Most people, what they do is they bet on their favorite team, or they bet on the team where their school or their children goes to. And when they lose, they chase. That's the worst thing to do. When you lose a game, you wait, you come back tomorrow. Listen, there's always another day. Stop chasing money. That's the worst thing that gamblers do.
How much when you gamble, and I'm sorry, when you bet, should you take emotion out of it?
Every last bit of it, you should take emotion out of it. Okay, you don't bet on your team, or you just don't say, "I'm not betting on this team because it's my favorite team." Listen, money never sleeps, folks. Okay, and they don't know who's your favorite team and who's not your favorite team. I don't care who your favorite team is. If I'm telling you your favorite team is going to lose, listen, root against them, because they're not going to give you money if they win.
You're right. Kevin Todd, President and CEO of the sportsbrokers.com. We spoke yesterday. It's just not basketball. You do all the professional things, right?
Yes, absolutely. Baseball, football, basketball, MMA. Listen, if you can make money on it, I've got people that I can get information from.
Oh, I love it. Here's a kind of a non-betting question. Can you enjoy? I mean, is there ever thing you sit back and enjoy sports? Are you allowed to do that?
Let me ask you a question, and this is an honest-to-God question.
Sure.
If gambling wasn't involved in any sort of way, let's say for fantasy football or for survivor pools or just betting on the games, I would tell you right now that they would probably lose at least 50% viewership because no one would be interested.
I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue on that. You are correct on that. That's great. Again, the phone number is 1-888-320-7517, or just go online to sportsbrokers.com. Before we let you go, I mean, you gave us that St. Louis, Georgia. You had to. I mean, you knew immediately that St. Louis was kicking their butt.
Well, yeah. I mean, once they went on that 23-0 run, I knew the game was over. Like I said, the matchup was there. Georgia's a run and gun team. They lived and died by the threes. They don't play defense. They proved it. They gave up 102 points to St. Louis. That being said, I told you they would have won the game outright. Getting the points was a gift.
That's great. And today's your opinion game is, I know the play, people call in and get that, but you're riding Northern Iowa today, right?
That is correct. I'm taking the points with Northern Iowa.
You're great. Hey, man, we appreciate this. This is a lot of knowledge for us, Kevin. We love this, man. We'll talk to you soon, buddy. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll be back for football, guys.
Oh, can't wait. Thanks, Kevin.
Take care.
All right, Kevin Todd, sportsbrokers.com. Nick, did you get that number?
I did. 888-320-7517.
Guaranteed. He called Georgia getting slammed by St. Louis, and it happened, and then Northern Iowa.
It's not just the decision he made, it's the way he just presented it. You always say the inflection of your voice, the way you say things, the way he was so confident about it. I mean, today he's even more confident about it. I
wonder what his play is tonight, the secret play you got to call in and get.
I don't know. You have to call 1-888-320-7517. Again, that number is 1-888-320-7517.
Can you call in and get that for us tonight?
Me? Probably not.
Why don't you do it?
I don't know. I don't want to.
I'm just curious what it is tonight.
I'm on a minutes plan, Joe.
I'm just curious. I'm going to look down and see what's a Nick. We need Nick Frazier guarantees tonight.
Guarantee a plate full of food. That's
I think Nick Frazier is going to. Oh, a guarantee win tonight. Nick is taking Florida over Prairie View. Well done there.
Thank you. Yep.
All right, Nate. We'll take a break at 1:30. Chris Sanders, Forever Titan receiver, join us. 2 o'clock, Tim Bryant from the Wilson County FCA, but a big 5K happening Easter weekend that I want you guys to be a part of. It's great. And at 2:30, from the Nashville Predators, Madam President Michelle Kennedy to join us as we need to get you to the arena tomorrow at 1 o'clock as the Preds take on the Vegas Golden Knights. We'll come back. Some games are coming down to the wire. Keep it right here. We're live at Boom Boss on 102.5 The Game.
Oh, my Lord.
Welcome back to Boom Boss and the Chase and Big Joe show. Folks, the ending of the Kentucky-Santa Clara game might have been the best ending I've ever seen in college basketball.
It ain't over, Joe.
I know they're in overtime now. It's 76-75, Santa Clara. Nobody can miss. Nobody's missing a shot.
Best regulation ending of the tournament. There you go.
Regulation, but to go into overtime. Connor, I know you got 8,000 things going on there. How did it? I was too busy screaming. Everybody at Boom Bobs was losing their mind. Siena goes up, right, by 3?
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. God dang it.
It's okay.
Santa Clara goes up by 3. Give us the last 30 seconds again.
They go up by 3, and there's about 3.6 seconds left on the clock. They just get it to Otega Owe. He heaves one from half court, banks it in, and we're going to overtime, tied 73 all. Now Kentucky leads 77-76, so me playing serious was trying to rally them to a victory.
So what happened was Kentucky was down. They go down. They get a 2-point shot, tie it up. Santa Clara goes down, hits a 3.
Yep.
And then Kentucky comes back and hits a 3 and ties it. I mean, it was just – and nobody called a timeout. It just continuous play. And people at Boom Bars, like us, man, went insane. I mean, that was – you being a Kentucky fan, you had to have gone from, oh, my gosh, to like, bring it.
I may have affected the decibel levels here at the station personally. But look, it was during a break, so I had to FaceTime my dad. We do this all the time.
Rick.
We watch every game together. So I had to FaceTime my dad. He's like, look, it's all for nothing if you don't win in the next 5 minutes. So
oh my gosh. I mean, that was amazing. Again, these 2 days are the best 2 days in the entire sports calendar because there's so much going on. They've got games left and right. And that's Kentucky. 2:55 to go. They're up 77-76. Hey, can we talk real quick about the North Carolina guy last night with the free throw? Look, even me, as dumb as I am, I know you have to hit the rim to have a chance at a rebound. Right. If you don't hit the rim on a rebound on the second shot, it's a dead ball, and it's out. So the guy in North Carolina, you think he was trying to hit
what I think what he's trying to do is just hit it real hard off the backboard, and hopefully it ricochets off the front end of the rim. And so when you hit the inside of the front of the rim, it'll pop directly up. Okay. So then you can get a big man down low and just tip it in there. Okay. That's what I think he was trying to do.
All right. My thing is loft as high as you can, and when it bangs up on top of the rim, the guy going for the first rebound is there, and that ball bounces up. He loses his physicality and is waiting on the ball. You could get around him and rebound. That's what I've always been told. I don't think he knew the rule. No. He threw the ball so hard off the backboard that he didn't have a chance to hit the rim.
I don't know. If you look real close at it in that replay last night, I think it was more of he was almost like centimeters away from touching that front rim of just a deflection. So I don't know. That's where I stand on that. I know we disagree, but
no, that's fine. I just thought they would have waited in the game, but I would have done that and clank, and then VCU gets it and beats North Carolina. I thought Hubert Davis is it Hubert Davis, the coach? Yes.
Yep.
Was great. He's a good man, and he talked about this journey's over, but their journey's not in life. And I mean, it was just, I know Carolina fans are mad. You can whatever, but that's a good man. That's a good coach you got there. And that his speech last night because you got to go in the room and talk to 15 guys who are never going to be together at that moment ever again.
That's right.
You see all you want to, but the fact is like, yeah, we lost. VCU was a better team, but this journey for these young men is just beginning. And I thought that was powerful right now. Right now it is
79 all
with 112 to go.
Away to the line though.
Yes, Kentucky at the line.
You Kentucky fans, and some of my dearest best friends are Kentucky fans who live and die figuratively on Kentucky basketball and something else. So they're by a point now. We'll just keep it here. We got Chris Sanders coming up in a couple of minutes. So,
and what I said at the first hour, Joe, about this Kentucky-Santa Clara game.
You said it's going to be on TV today.
No, but I also said whoever has the ball.
Chad's even laughing at that.
You should write for the unathletic.
I know. I feel like
right?
Carl Ravitch and I should start our own publication.
By the way, Carl Ravitch, sweet toupee. I saw him last week at the tournament. He's got a sweet. I mean, it is like an up-to-date toupee.
Oh, so it's not like the salt and pepper.
That thing wouldn't move if you had shoved him. I mean, it is nice. Kentucky 2-point lead. Oh, block! Oh, he walked?
Yeah, that was a walk.
Nice play. Up by 4 with
52.
yeah. So if you're out riding around, we got you covered on Kentucky basketball. 45. They call a timeout. 48 seconds to go. Kentucky's up 83-79 over Santa Clara. But if you get a chance to go back and watch the last 30 seconds of regulation, whoo! I mean, it was Santa Clara gets Santa Clara goes up, Kentucky goes down, gets a spin in the lane, gets 2. They go down and hit a 3, and then Kentucky. Who hit the 3-pointer, Connor?
Otega Owe,
Man,
whose brother plays in the NFL.
who's his brother?
Odafe Owe.
For who?
He signed with the Commanders, but a lot of us were talking about, he's a defensive end. A lot of us were talking about maybe the Titans go after him.
The guy that hit the 3, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name because I can't. Is he a noted 3-point shooter, or did he just get lucky?
I mean, he can hit him when he's open. He's never hit anything that wide, so you got to have a little bit of luck in this tournament.
Yes, you do, man. And he just sent it down. That was an amazing, amazing ending right there. I'm telling you, the people at Boone, I mean, it's packed out here, especially outside.
Yeah.
People went
day outside.
crazy on that.
How much blue is there, out of curiosity?
There's a lot. There's a lot. And there are a lot of like they're outside on the patio. There's a lot that are here. There was a thing years ago when I worked in TV that people asked about what was most important. And this was back in like 2007 and 8, coverage-wise. I said, it's Titans, Tennessee football. And they laughed at me. And I said, running at third, tied at third, Alabama football, Kentucky basketball.
Huh.
I mean, Kentucky basketball is massively popular around here.
Absolutely.
And people are, oh, no, I am telling you, Kentucky, and Connor can attest to this, and I got dear friends who are Kentucky basketball, Alabama football are in the top 5 here as far as what people care about in Nashville. I'm not telling you, man, this was back in 2007 or 8, but people still care about that. We're going to go to the break. We're not yet. We're going to try to take you to the final moment as Santa Clara, they're getting their shots blocked left and right.
Ooh.
And nobody calls a walk in basketball anymore, so it doesn't really matter.
Kentucky going to the line, though. So they're up 4 with 31
What's the other
seconds left.
scores you got for us?
Other scores right now, Texas Tech is up 66-62 over Akron with a little bit over 7 minutes to go in the second half. It looks as if Arizona has taken away that game at halftime at 53-29 over Long Island. Let's see. Wright State is leading Virginia 34-32 with 3 minutes to go in the first half. So this is we're getting into the meat and potatoes.
Who's Arizona playing?
Arizona's playing Long Island.
Can you tell me what's in a Long Island tea?
No, but that's an adult beverage, right?
Aren't you an adult?
Yeah.
I don't think I know that.
Oh man, we love Chad.
Tea. No,
all the clear liquors.
Okay.
I think it's all 5 of the clear liquors
And
are
it's
in
funny,
there.
if you go to Long Island, it's not clear water.
You don't know that.
How do you know?
Would you go swimming in the Hudson one time or something?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
We're going to order your Long Island tea today.
No, let's
Here we
not
are.
do that.
Right. Well, then why not? We're at Boom Boss. They got everything.
Put it under Chase McCabe's tab.
Like we don't anyway. All right, 18 seconds to go in the game. Kentucky's up by 3. We got to go to break. Chris Sanders will join us next. We're live at Boom Boss in East Nashville. Come by and say hi to us right here on 102.5 The Game.
Back here on Chase and Big Joe Show, 102.5 The Game, and we're joined by one of the greatest of all time, Chris Sanders, Forever Titans wide receiver. Chris, I have to ask you, yesterday
sure.
when Ohio State lost to TCU, I just
Oh
have
my
I
gosh.
have a sick feeling you had TCU advancing in your bracket.
First of all, you said Ohio State is the Ohio State University, sir.
Excuse me, the Ohio State
Get it?
University.
Yeah, I'm flabbergasted. First of all, I didn't even know they were playing. But then when I found out they lost, I'm upset. So dang-gummit, I'm in a bad mood already. Dwayne's coming back. We don't need Chris.
Oh boy, well, I don't know if we need Dwayne or not today.
He's upset right now.
But overall, just consuming all the basketball as much as possible. Again, Nashville has a football team that kind of gets overlooked in this time of day. But you're in a along with some of the new names the Titans have signed on.
You know what? I like it. I mean, I really do, because the thing about it is you've been through some bad seasons. You had a couple of bad seasons where it was awful. You just need a new beginning, a new fresh start. First of all, you get some new coaches in there. You get a new head coach. You get some other coaches also. But then you're getting a new stadium next year, and then you got new uniforms. So it's just a new start. Just in 1999, you know, when we went to the Super Bowl that year, it was the start of a new beginning because we had our new jerseys. We came into our stadium, and we played different because everything felt new. And I think that's what's going to happen with the Titans today.
Yeah, and also looking at the wide receiver position, because that is a position you played back in the day. Calvin Ridley on a restructured deal for the Tennessee Titans. Is that a good thing, bad thing? Should Titans fans be worried or excited?
I mean, I think this guy is a special player. It's just that you have to stay healthy. I mean, you can't play in this league if you're not available. You got to be available to play. I understand that he makes plays and he's an explosive player. He can take the top off the defense, but you can't take the top off the defense if you're consistently hurt. So, yeah, there's a slight concern because he's consistently getting hurt. But when this guy's on the field, he can make some plays. You got a slew of receivers now. Don't forget about Bryce Oliver that they re-signed, I think, to a one-year deal. He's got a potential to make some plays. So it's a great receiver room. Now you got to go out and win some ball games.
Chris Sanders is with us. Chris, last time, what's up, baby? Last I looked, there's only one football to go around. How does this play into everything?
You know what? Let me go back to 1999. We had a lot of receivers in the league. We had myself, Kevin Dyson, Yancey Thigpen, Isaac Byrd, Joey Kent. We had all guys that could make some plays. But here's what we had to do. We had to check our ego at the door. If Kevin Dyson caught 5 this game and I caught 1, I can't be mad. So in this receiver room right now, to where you have a lot of guys that are capable of making plays, everybody has to know their role. Our job is to get to the Super Bowl. So if I catch, 30 balls this season, but we go to the Super Bowl, I won. But you got to understand, Calvin Ridley's the number one guy. You got Robinson that caught 94 balls last year. So somebody's going to have to check their ego at the door because our vision is to win ball games.
Does that start when these guys get together for I know they won't do on the field until May or whatever, but does that start when they do these off-season workouts, like in the weight room and the meetings? Does that
100%.
start then?
You're going to see who's the real deal because they're going to say the nice stuff, you're my brother, we love each other as family. Everybody says all that crap until the first game starts. Because,
right.
You're right. We say all that, you're my brother, I love you, I'm going to fight for you, but then I catch one ball the first game. How am I going to respond? So if they respond the right way and say, okay, you know what, my vision is to get to the Super Bowl,
right,
but I only catch 30 balls during the season, then I've won. So it does start in the individual workouts. It does start in OTAs to build that camaraderie and everybody knows their role.
What do you tell guys if a guy doesn't get? We've talked about this before, but I like what you tell. If a guy doesn't get drafted, right? He comes in here and he only gets 2 reps instead of 13.
Right.
He gets 4 reps instead of 8. What do you tell that guy to keep his spirits up?
Here's what you do. You got to show up every day and show up on film. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. There was another guy named Chris Sanders from Texas A&M. True story. He played wide receiver, and we had a lot of guys that were automatically to make the team. So he goes to the special teams coach and says, "This is the last preseason game." He goes to him and says, "Can I just play kickoff?" So what he does, he runs in there, he jumps over the wedge and makes the tackle, and the whole sideline goes crazy. Guess what happened? Who makes the team? Him, because he showed up on film. If you come in there and say, well, I didn't get drafted, woe is me, I'm not going to make it, then you're going to be out of here. But if you show up on film, play every special teams, eventually you're going to get noticed.
Exactly. Chris Sanders is on the line with us. Chris, when it comes to another wide receiver on this team that just got signed, Wan'Dale Robinson, what do you like about him that makes him special that's going to be just transitioning into this new era of Titans football with Brian Daboll?
He's a chain mover. I love what he does. And I know he might not play outside as much. He might play the slot. but you watch some of the plays he makes. He runs a lot of choice routes. When I say choice routes, that means you go inside, outside, or vertical. It all depends on what the guy is doing. So when you have a guy that can change direction, has suddenlies, and I say suddenlies, that means he gets in and out of his cuts, he makes your quarterback better. Because when it's 3rd, 5, and 6, or 7, he's going to be that guy to get 7 or 8 yards to keep the chains moving. That's what I love about Wan'Dale Robinson.
And also, just with all the mock drafts going around with all these analysts from ESPN and other outlets, a lot of people are out there saying that number 4, Titans could possibly get Jeremiah Love. I don't know where you stand on all this, but if Jeremiah Love is the next running back of the Titans, does that propel them into a potential playoff spot?
1,000%. And the reason why I say it, look at some of the teams that were great into the playoffs a couple of years ago. You had Kansas City Chiefs that had a good running game. Look who won the Super Bowl this year, the Seattle Seahawks that had Walker. They had a great running game because when you start getting into December, into January, you better have a good running game. So now you got the Tennessee Titans who had Pollard, who was a solid guy. But then now you're bringing Jeremiah Love, a guy that can run the speed sweep, a guy that can run inside zone, outside zone. He can be a special player. Now you took the pressure off your quarterback, and your quarterback can just make plays. That's what makes Love so special.
And then looking on the defensive side of the ball, going way back when the Titans had, Kyle Vanden Bosch, the Albert Ainsworths of the world. Jeffrey Simmons is looked at as a true captain of this team on the defensive side of the ball. Now having John Franklin Myers alongside with him for that, they have a very similar style, similar build when it comes to playing on the field. That's got to be huge for a Robert Saleh defense.
Oh, absolutely. Look at who won the Super Bowl this year is the Seattle Seahawks. The reason why they won is because their defense, their front 4 was crushing everybody. Now you got Simmons, you got Franklin, you got some other guys that they're going to add. This defense is going to be fast, physical, and ferocious. So if you have a front 4, you have a secondary that just covers just a couple of seconds, you just made your team better. Why? Because your front 4 is ferocious and dominant.
Hey, I thought about you last night because how much you care about your players and ex-players and everybody. Hubert Davis, the head coach at UNC after they lost last night, was talking, and I'm probably paraphrasing this, but I was reading this. He talked about how they lost last night, and yes, they're upset, and yes, they're disappointed. But he said, this journey is over, but for my guys, their journey is just beginning. And the way he said that with the passion and care, and look, I know you're disappointed in losing. He goes, but their journey's just beginning. I just thought, what a classy way to tell your team you love them. I just thought it was really good.
You know what's so cool about that is everybody wants to win their championship, including myself. But trophies and rings rust, but relationship lasts forever. I mean, I still have players that I coached from 12 years ago that will call me on my anniversary. They will call me, if it's Christmas, because the relationship was built. Because a lot of times us coaches are willing to correct instead of connecting. So now there's no relationship. But then you have a relationship with your guys that said, even though we lost, I still love you as a son. And they're going to play for me even better next year.
I love it. Is there a handbook or a playbook when you lose a tough game as a coach to tell kids? I mean, how do you know what to say and what not to say?
Sometimes it's just hugging them and not saying anything. You know what I'm saying? I remember, I think it was last year, one of my seniors. Let me go back 6 years ago. There was a kid named Sam Banks, and this wrongs my heart big time. We just lost in the playoffs, right? And I said, Sam, why are you crying? I said, you did a phenomenal job. I love you. I'm so proud of you. He said this. He said, I'm not sad because we lost the game. He said, I'm sad because you can't coach me anymore. See what I'm talking about?
Right.
Golly, Miss Molly. That's why I love coaching, and that's why I want to get in NFL Day. Because at the end of the day, football's going to be over, but relationship lasts forever. That's why I love coaching.
Yeah, we've talked about that. I mean, what you do on the field is great, but those conversations inside that locker room that's for life, man.
It is, and the thing about it is, I can call some of the receivers that I coach, and we'll start laughing, not about football, but some of the funny things that happen. That's why I love relationships in NFL, man, or coaching.
Yeah, I get it. It's just, you see these kids. I mean, like who played Santa Clara?
Santa
Clara was up on Kentucky, and they just lost the game in overtime, and it's over. I mean, it's immediately over. I don't think people understand how tough it is to process. I mean, everything workouts at 5 a.m, and the sweats and the travel and the winning and the elation, it's over. And I gotta know and think that it's really difficult right now for those guys that lose.
It's very difficult. Look at the Super Bowl, man. Or look at the playoffs. And when you play football, when you lose the game, you see the emotions when guys are crying. Look at the situation to where when the Buffalo Bills lost in the playoff game, and they interviewed one of the defensive guys. They were talking about his quarterback, and he started crying because all the work and all the pain and all the blood and all the stuff that they prepare for, and it comes to an abrupt halt and it's over. That's when your emotions come to fruition.
Oh man, you're right.
Man.
We love you, man. We appreciate you
Man,
every
I
Friday.
love you too, brother. I love y'all so much, man. Appreciate you.
All right, Chris Sanders, forever tight end, wide receiver coach at NBA.
Tight end?
I said wide receivers coach. You better. Are you moved to tight end?
No.
Oh, you're wide receivers coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I thought you were off the line anyway. Get off the line.
Get out of here.
Have a good weekend, Chris.
Chris Sanders, forever Titans wide receiver. Listen, man, he's as good as a soul, as a person, as a godly person on this earth that you'll come across. So we love talking to him. You got a scoreboard update there for us?
I do indeed. Kentucky, final in overtime, 89-84 over Santa Clara. Wright State leading at halftime over Virginia, 43-38. Akron trying to make an attempt to come back. Probably not going to happen. Texas Tech is up 89-70 with 42 seconds left in the second half. And still at halftime, Arizona's up 53-29 over Long Island.
And who's about to tip off?
That would be TSU.
Tennessee State tipping off versus Iowa State. Let's go, Big Blue. We'll give you keep you up to date on the scores there as we go throughout the afternoon. We're live at Boom Baz in East Nashville. Come on and say hi. The food is fantastic. The ambiance is even better than that. Plus, you get to see Dr. Crane in person. And DVD will be here from 3 to 6 today. This is where you need to be to catch all the action today. What a great day so far we're having. And we want you to be part of this. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show brought to you by Omni Nashville Hotel right on 102.5 The Game.
Yes. Back here at Boom Baz in East Nashville, Chase and Big Joe show, 102.5 the game. Just wonderful.
The
return.
ball is tipped.
The ball is tipped, Joe. And it's tipped off yesterday, today, tomorrow, and the next couple days to follow. Back here on the Chase and Big Joe show, here at Boom Baz in East Nashville. A little bit of a score update. Once again, Kentucky final in overtime over Santa Clara, 89-84. Texas Tech finally went, final against Akron, 91-71. Still at halftime for both Arizona, 53-29 over Long Island, and Virginia's trailing Wright State. Wright State is up 43-38 at halftime. So we are awaiting the tip-off of
Who'd you say is up? What?
Wright State.
The Wright State. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What's
that's
the score again?
highlight there.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Wright State is up 43-38 at halftime.
Ooh.
So that's a 14-3 potential upset.
All right, and the winner of that game gets the winner of the Tennessee-Miami-Ohio game. TSU and Iowa State about ready to tip off in a little bit. Man, I would so love if Tennessee State beat them. Wouldn't that be great?
I have a good feeling.
Somebody has, one of those national guys has Iowa State winning the whole thing.
Really?
Was it Bruce Pearl?
I got him in the Final Four. Actually,
Nobody's asked.
I got him in the national championship.
Iowa State?
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you're wrong. I hope your bracket gets smashed today.
TSU's
Me too. That's who Kentucky will play.
Oh, that's
okay.
right.
All right.
I'm going to Sweet 16.
Put that little microphone closer.
Sorry.
There you go, buddy. All right.
Love it.
I
Now
get
we
it
can
your
hear
first time. I get all that. Chase McCabe on vacation. Be back on Monday. This has been great. I mean, if you missed the Kentucky game today, find it online and watch the last minute of the Kentucky-Santa Clara game.
Yeah.
Might have been the best ending to regulation in college basketball I've ever seen. And I don't mean that as in hyperbole or try to be dramatic, but it was the reaction here at Boom Baz was like, ooh, yeah, oh, what? And people were going crazy, man.
Yeah.
That was something else to watch. So
That was pretty good narration there, Joe.
because it was the entire restaurant was losing their mind. Last night, people that down at the Lexus Lounge,
Oh, my goodness.
humble brag. Thank you, Max Hurst.
Yeah.
People are going crazy when VCU beat North Carolina.
You just hear the O's. I'm like, what
Right.
happened? Where are we going? And it's just funny enough.
Oh, it was
VCU
so good.
Upset. But
Yeah.
This is great.
I'm waiting
They
for
just tipped off the second half, Arizona and LIU, Long Island University. Arizona right off the bat scoring 57 now. They're just, like you said, Joe, taking it to them, making sure they don't breathe at all when it comes to trying
Right.
to come back to win this thing.
Connor. Is that Jamal Mashburn and one of the studio guests?
Yes, he's done a really good job, actually.
Oh, he got Kentucky to the Final Four in 93 down in New Orleans and then went pro. He was I think he might have been the guy that put Kentucky in the early 90s back on the map, right?
Yeah, he was a part of those early Patino teams.
Well, he was like the highest recruit out there. He could have gone anywhere and like the top player in the nation, and Patino got him to Kentucky, and he was great, man. He was unbelievable. I love watching him, and in the NBA as well.
Yeah, he was a good player for the Boston Celtics. I obviously don't remember him. I wasn't around yet, but when you grow up in this fandom and this kind of culture, it becomes ingrained in you. So I love Jamal Mashburn. He's one of my favorite cats of all time.
Who made the spin in the lane for Kentucky with 10 seconds to go to tie the game?
Otega Owe.
Then he made the three?
Yep.
I did not know that. They're replaying the game right now on one of the monitors, and
What a half-court shot.
that's a 30-footer.
Santa Clara's coach is just looking in awe like that did not happen.
They're all like, and Bruce Pearl's going, that should have been Auburn.
Where are you at, Steven?
Right. Hey, I haven't moved from my seat in 50 minutes, and my Apple Watch says I'm doing a great job at getting my goals today.
Just bend your knees a little bit.
Right?
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, my Apple Watch even lies to me, but you can't beat that as well. All right. What an
Coming
hour.
up next, Joe.
Up next is a big event happening that I'm so honored, humbled, and grateful to be a part of, happening in Mount Juliet, Wilson County, April the 4th. It's called Run the Cedars. It benefits the wonderful people of the Wilson County FCA, and I want you guys to be involved, be part of this. We'll talk to Tim Bryant with the Wilson County FCA. That's coming up next, 2:30. Madam President Michelle Kennedy for the Nashville Predators to tell you to get to the arena tomorrow at 1 o'clock as the Preds take on Vegas. We got a whole other hour for you. That's next right here on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show right here, 102.5 The Game, live at Boomba's in East Nashville today. Having a great time. All the games are on. The food is fantastic. We're having the best time. All we're missing is you. So come on out, hang out with us. There's a great event happening that I am so honored to be a part of in a few weeks out in Wilson County. It is called Run the Cedars, benefiting the Wilson County FCA. It's a 5K, 15K. It's a huge event. I mean, we're talking a lot of people will be out there. And one of the guys that is just one of the best human beings on planet Earth is part of this. His name is Tim Bryant. He's the area director for FCA Wilson County. Joins us now. Tim, good afternoon. How are you, my man?
Hey there, Joe. Doing great. Doing great.
Oh, it's always good.
Have me on.
Oh, it's always good to talk to you, Tim. And just you are such a respected. People love you. I mean, your passion for Jesus is palpable and everything. Tell us about the event, Run the Cedars, 5K, 15K on April 4th, 2 weeks from right this weekend. Tell us what this event's about and who it benefits.
Yeah, it benefits the Wilson County FCA. This is one of our three major fundraisers that we have each year, so that it helps to fund kids for summer camp, individual summer camp, teen camp, Bibles, our yearly expenses. So it's our biggest and largest fundraiser. It's going to be a great time had by all with you coming out, along with this year's Justin Beasley, the sidekick, will be joining us as well. Lots of music, food, and fun. Hunt Brothers Pizza is sponsoring breakfast pizza for everyone. And we're certainly appreciative of that, along with our other major sponsors, Wilson Bank and Trust, among others. But it's going to be a great day for the family in which we come out to celebrate the resurrection of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Amen.
We do a devotion at the very beginning, and that sets the tone for the day.
Oh, it's perfect. FCAWilson.org is where you can go for all the information. Tim, you've been doing this a while. The impact you've had inside our schools with young men and women throughout Wilson County, because there's a lot of people that come back to see you because of the positive impact you made in your life. Tell us about the work you do inside the schools and places in Wilson County.
Well, Joe, it's a team effort, and without the support and effort of our volunteers, we wouldn't have the success that we have. We serve over 2,500 student athletes and coaches each week, and our volunteers, our teachers, some of our teachers who lead the before school devotions, area of ministry in the area, and different volunteers who come out. Our administrative support person, Kelly Matthews, really does about 3 or 4 jobs in one. She works as a huddle sponsor at Cumberland University.
Okay.
So it really is a team community effort to serve our students from kindergarten, well, I take that back, 2nd grade through college age.
Fantastic. Again, the website, FCAWilson.org, that goes on. Tim, thank you for this. We'll keep spreading the word. There's still a few spots available, but I talk to you every year out there, and it's just more and more people keep showing up. More and more people keep coming to the Lord because of this event, and I just think it's wonderful. And I know you've seen the growth of this event throughout the years, and it's got to make you really happy to see so many people come out there.
It really does. This is our 6th year. Last year, we had about 800 plus. This year, we're looking for over 1,000. Want to remind everyone that package pickup is Friday at Fleet Feet in Mount Juliet from 10:30 to 6 p.m.
Got it. And there is no day of registration, correct? I've been told that?
No, registration will be ended that night.
Okay.
The
Perfect.
2nd. Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
no, you're good. No, you're correct on that.
I'm sorry, Joe. That night, the third.
The third, yeah. So you can't show up Saturday morning and race.
No.
We like to have it all
No.
taken care of before
No.
that. Perfect.
Nope.
Tim, listen,
Yep.
man, you're one of the best. We love you, man. Thank you for all you do for the community and for the kids and students. And we look forward to seeing you out there in 2 weeks. And we'll get the good word out, man. And I love your passion for Christ and for people and everybody in this world, man. You're one of a kind, Tim. Thank you for everything.
We appreciate you, Joe, and I hope everyone comes out. Anchor down.
There we go. Tim Bryant. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate you, buddy.
God bless.
Thank you.
Tim is one of the best around. Look, we all had, you had people that Father Ryan that who are spiritual leaders. I had those at McGavick and still have those in my life. So people like Tim make the world go round. And so come out to on April the 4th. It's fcawilson.org. It's just run the Cedars, man. You see everything there. Clark Lee was out there last year with me. He was the special guest. Colton Dowell 2 years before that. And then Justin Beasley from Mount Juliet City will be out there with us on that day.
Guys like Tim are hard to find in today's day.
Are they
and
not?
age. And
I'm telling you, man, at this event, there were so many kids that came back to see him with their kids. It's
invest
there's
in
good
the
people
youth.
in this world, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot. You look at the news all the time. There's so much good happening in our world. And Tim Bryant and the people at Wilson County FCA are a big, huge part of that. Tennessee State's leading.
1-0. How about that?
That's right. Keep it at that. Tennessee's going to advance. They're up over Iowa State with ninth. The game just started. They're up 1-0. Tennessee State.
How about that, Phyllis Dillard?
Hey, how about them TSU Tigers? They do something. What other scores you got, pal?
Yeah, sorry about that. Got a little sidetracked by TSU. Wright State and Virginia tied 43-all with just tipping off the second half. Unfortunately, Tennessee State just lost the lead. Now it's 2-1. We'll get past that. Sorry about that.
That's right.
And that is kind of what we got going on. Obviously, you saw Kentucky earlier get the big win over Santa Clara in overtime. So that happened 89-84 as my computer is hurting to refresh. There we go. Now it's going. Arizona is up against Long Island 67-43 in the second half. And that's all the scores we got right now. There's only 3 active games.
Oh, okay, good. We'll keep you up to date on that. If you didn't hear earlier, Kentucky won in overtime with one of the best regular season finishes. There might be 1 or 2 more that I've witnessed, but I can't recall them right now. But Kentucky fans, including the one that's producing the show today, are Connor, you good? You got your breath back yet?
Not yet, but we're getting there.
Who awaits Kentucky next?
The winner of Tennessee State, hopefully, and Iowa State.
Oh, that'll be excellent. Okay, cool beans. All right, we're going to take another break here. 2:30, Michelle Kennedy from the National Predators is going to join us as we're going to tell you to get to the arena tomorrow at 1 o'clock, the Vegas Golden Knights. Your National Predators are in the middle of the playoff hunt.
Yes, they
and
are.
Dr. Crane called it back in November.
That was loud.
That was loud.
Sorry.
It echoed.
Got excited, everybody.
Like you're in the Grand Canyon.
And he
You
reminds
gotta-
me every Saturday that he
You
calls.
got a girl, Blakely. She's over here.
Sorry,
She's trying
didn't
to
mean to
work,
scare
but she
you.
can't
I mean,
because you're screaming at people.
you ever been to the
man.
Grand Canyon, Joe?
I have not.
I would love to go.
I've not.
Would you want to somehow get
Huh?
that going?
No.
No.
It's a hole in the ground.
So?
There's plenty of those around here. You ever see these potholes on the interstate?
Yeah, 440.
Chad's laughing left and right, man.
That's great.
Our guy. No, I don't care about seeing the hole in the ground.
Okay.
Do you want to see the hole in the
Yeah, I
ground?
feel like it was something cool to see.
Would
Grand
you
Canyon?
cry?
No. Do people cry at the Grand Canyon?
I'm
Are you
sure they
kidding me?
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't cry at the Grand Canyon. I would just sit there. And
All right,
just
what would you cry? What historical thing would you cry? I think if I ever
probably-
went to Jerusalem, there's a lot of places I'd cry.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of teared up. Well, definitely teared up at the 9/11 memorial in New York City.
It's okay to cry.
Yeah,
We're good.
yeah, it's okay to cry. I think if I went to no, I take it back. No, when I visited my grandfather's hometown, I did. I cried because the first time and second time. Because in grade school, my grandparents, they both lived through World War II. I remember my grandfather told me the Nazi soldiers took over his house and would just tell me countless stories about how they would tell them to go work in the fields. They come back, treat them okay, and then they would kind of not abuse people, but definitely take advantage of a lot of things. So walking through his hometown and seeing where he grew up, I didn't – obviously I don't have any memories of that home, but seeing his facial reaction and just being in the moment with him,
Right.
it made me emotional.
I'll tell you what, the Dos Equis man might be the most interesting man in the world. I think Nick Frazier is the most interesting man in the world.
Well, thank you. I take that with a lot of pride.
Please don't.
Okay.
All right, we'll take another break. Come back. We got until 3 o'clock. DVDs here this afternoon. Boom Bars, East Nashville. Come on, say hi. All the games are on. The food is great. It's the place to be this afternoon, right here on 102.5 The Game.
All right, back here on the Chase and McJoe Show, 102.5 The Game. Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier, alongside Big Joe Dubin, Connor Newt, the rifleman, as Joe likes to call him, at our Busy Bee Studios.
Currently, a lot of more games are underway. Tennessee State underway against Iowa State, that is. Iowa State leads 9-3, 15.5 in. And some other scores as well as Virginia and Wright State are neck and neck at 51-50. UVA leads by a point. And then you have Arizona that's wrapping things up pretty handedly, 70-45 over Long Island. So a lot of fun games here. You can also sticking around for the show because next week, Chase McJoe Show will be at Tennessee Brewworks, the official craft beer of football season. Coverage on ESPN 102.5 The Game. Raise a glass with Tennessee Brewworks, proud partner and official craft beer of the football season. Locally brewed, community-driven Tennessee Brewworks, the official craft beer of the football season. So there you go.
Ryan in Florida says you can ride a donkey at the Grand Canyon. Is that true?
Really? I think you can ride a donkey anywhere.
True, but especially, I guess you ride it down to the Grand Canyon, down to the bottom. I don't know how that works.
I didn't know you could do that. Why can't you just do a horse? Why not a horse?
Why's
it got to be a donkey?
I don't know. Why don't you ask?
Well, Ryan, we're asking you, Ryan. Why is it got to be a donkey?
Here's a good one. 8771 says the USS Arizona Memorial Pearl Harbor is one that will get you every time. That is fact. It is. When I lived in Hawaii, the interstate that went up to where we lived in the north part of Oahu, you would see the memorial every drive by. And I was too young. I mean, I understood it, but I didn't understand it big time. So
you didn't comprehend the weight that was involved.
Well, when you drive, there's an Air Force base called Hickam Air Force Base in Honolulu. When you drive through, there's still got bullet holes.
Oh, wow.
From Pearl Harbor that day. And we lived on the Air Force Base where the first Japanese planes came in and attacked Pearl Harbor up there. So that's a lot of time ago. But, yeah, those are – I don't know. I mean, there's a few places that I'd like to – I think historical I'd like to see, you know. Like, have you been to Mount Rushmore?
I have not. Actually, yes, I have.
How would you not know you've been there?
Well, when I took the trip to D.C., no, I'm thinking of a different monument. Excuse me. Pardon me. God. I know. Excuse me. Abraham Lincoln statue. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that's not at Mount Rushmore.
Not at Mount Rushmore at all. Sorry about that. I'm really trying to recollect my thoughts in my head. They don't.
I think you try too hard. Don't.
Maybe.
Just let it come out organically and let it flow out. You're good.
Okay.
Let it go out.
Yeah, we can do that.
You got a good soul. You got a good sensor in your head. You're good.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I have not seen the Mount Rushmore.
Once you get the sensor in your head for the rest of your life, you're good.
I think I got to replace that battery.
Nope. It's forever.
Okay. All right.
It's evergreen. It'll never go away.
You've been to D.C., right?
I have been to D.C. Yeah.
When's the last time you went?
A couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Yeah. I'm a couple times up there. It's great. It's all free, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's all free.
Mm-hmm. What I felt, to me, fascinating about D.C. was the Washington Monument. It's two different colors.
Yeah.
Because they ran out of money when they were building it and they had to stop. And then they got more money and they built a different color stone. So the base is like darker, and then up toward towards the top, it's a lot more clear, and you can see there's a difference.
White.
Yeah, there's a difference in everything. TSU's down 9-3, 9-4. All right, I'll keep talking. I'll will them back in this thing today as they take on Iowa State.
Can you make it 9-5, Joe?
I believe this young man, Travis Harper, the second, is going to make this free throw. And he does. I'm telling you, I am like the guy from sportsbrokers.com.
Kevin Todd.
Yo, what's that number?
That number, you want to hear it, Joe?
No, I don't.
Okay.
888-320-7517. Did you watch the Georgia-St. Louis game?
A little bit of it. I was a little preoccupied with something.
Well, I watched it just because he told us that was his free play.
Well, I watched the first half of it.
And then I'm like, they're not missing. I mean, they were just torching from outside to get it done.
Wow. Wright State tied 53-all with UVA.
How much time's left?
Oh, there's a good bit of time. It's about halfway through the second half, 12:38 to go. That might be the next upset on the horizon, Joe.
Bama's about to tip off. Thank you, sir. Bama's about to tip off versus.
Look at TSU go. A transition layup. Okay.
With the Euro step.
Can you Euro step, Joe?
I can. Put a couple beers in me. I can Euro step all night long.
Oh,
I'm good. Alabama's playing Hofstra.
Yep.
All right, here's another part of our game. Dr. Crane, where is Hofstra located? Hold on.
All right. I'm going to go with the region first, and you tell me yes or no.
Hold on. Let me make sure I go with this for sure. Okay. Go.
Is the region Northeast?
Of course it is.
Okay. Is it in the states of New York? No,
It is in New York.
it is in New York.
Yep.
Okay, we're good. I got it. Done. Check mark. It's in New York, New York, Hofstra University.
It's I'm trying to think exactly where it's in New York, but it's not in New York. It's like Nassau County,
Hey, just let me win this one.
right outside. No, do you want to be correct or do you want to be average?
Well, I am correct, and that's not an average.
I need a
answer.
city.
New York, New York,
That's not the city. All right, it's Hempstead,
New York City. Is that
I was
what
going
you're
to say
asking
you can
for?
phone a friend. I know this one.
Go ahead, Connor, please.
Hempstead, New York.
Hempstead, New York. Okay.
Thank you, Connor, for
I mean,
always
Connor-
saving him.
Be honest, Connor. Be honest. Was I not right on the first go around?
You said New York, New York. Hempstead's in northern New York, so.
But
not
it's still New York. Let's not be too technical about
No,
this. folks.
no, you're going to be correct.
I mean,
Do you touch the line or you not touch the line when you're running sprints?
you go past the line.
That's not what I'm asking. Do you touch the line or you
Touch the line.
right.
Yeah, okay.
That's how winners happen. You touching the line. Hempstead, New York is you touching the line.
Okay.
New York is like, nah, I'm gonna bend down but not touch the line. That's how you do it. Thank you, Connor, for being the moral compass of the show.
That's what she said.
So the scores we got going on: Arizona 76-45 with 6:30 to go. Alabama Hofstra both 2-2. Just tipping that one off. Virginia taking a narrow lead of 54-53. Tennessee State.
It was 9-4. And what's going on here?
Slipping a little bit, but Iowa State with a few transition plays there. Oh boy, there's the 3-pointer. Make it 20-7. Tennessee State trails Iowa State, and that coach is fired up.
See, that's a coach. I don't like that. He's a guy. That's a guy I'd call it in the bar.
Big man.
I don't
That's
like
what
that. Connor, what's the Iowa State coach's name?
TJ Otzelberger.
Yeah, I'd call him out in the bar. I don't like his swagger.
Well, come on, TSU. They can do it. I feel it. They can come back and win. They're my Cinderella. Come on. The
Okay.
shoe fits. Let the shoe fit.
All right. Well, right now it's
Put
not
that on a
fitting.
T-shirt.
They should.
Should make a
shouldn't
movie about that. Is that your favorite Disney movie, Cinderella?
they? No.
Which
Lion
one?
King.
Lion King?
Yeah.
Does Pixar count as Disney?
I'd assume so. It's in the same catalog if you go on that little Disney Plus.
I
thing.
mean, Toy Story, the original Toy
Oh.
Story is hard to beat.
yeah. I agree.
Really hard to beat.
Toy Story 2 is pretty good.
They're all really good.
No,
what
I-
about
Cars. Cars is the answer here.
Oh, yeah. That's-
Cars is good.
Ratatouille's up there for me.
Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Got a couple of rats that want to be chefs.
Oh, Remy. Yeah, Remy.
Remy.
Fraser, tell us what's so innovative about Ratatouille.
Yeah,
Dolby,
please.
so Ratatouille in the movie, it was one of the first ever, I guess, Pixar movies
Okay.
that had Dolby Atmos, which is a type
Is that a
of,
Greek god?
no, it's an audio sound. It was like one of
Oh.
the first ever Disney movies that had Dolby Atmos. So that's came out in 2006.
Dolby Atmos.
Yeah.
I would have been convinced that was some sort of Greek god in that movie.
Well, it basically is when you're in the movie theater.
Okay.
The sound is just
All right.
incredible.
You know what? Toy Story Up. To me, Up.
Up has
The
this-
way
yeah,
the emotions where it takes you like a roller. Very few movies do that to you,
right.
but the roller coaster of Up just. I mean, it rips you apart and then heals it back up for you. It's amazing.
Kind of like the balloons. They just keep you going up.
Right? Oh, I'm not going to say it.
All right.
All right, we will take a break. Come back next. We're going to talk about the Nashville Predators. Big weekend ahead. They got 2 games, one here, one on the road. But we're worried about tomorrow's game in town at 1 o'clock as they take on Vegas. Michelle Kennedy, Madam President of the Nashville Predators, will join us. But there's a lot of things happening at Bridgestone Arena. We look forward to talking to Michelle. That's next right here on the Chase and Big Joe Show on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chasing Big Joe Show, live at Boom Bars in East Nashville. Till 3 o'clock. DVD will be here from 3 to 6 today. Got a real show coming in to talk into the afternoon about sports. Not a good look for TSU. They're down, 26-7, I think. So, anyway, let's bring in a dear friend of ours to the show, Michelle Kennedy, Madam President with the Nashville Predators. Michelle, good afternoon to you. How are you?
I'm great. I'm sitting in my office with a quad box of basketball games on my screen, still basking in the wind from last night. Beautiful day outside, so I'm doing all right.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Last night before the game, there was a moment of silence that the Nashville Predators had about one of your beloved scouts, Dave Westby, who passed away this week. And talking to people, Michelle, this gentleman had a huge, huge impact on the Nashville Predators. And it was nice, the moment of silence last night. But, Michelle, talk about what he meant to everyone there.
Yeah, Big Dave was a man of big stature with a heart that was bigger. He was, he's been with us for 20 years. He is responsible for so many of the players that you guys have seen come through this organization over the years. We started a text thread. Jeff Kelty, our AGM, one of our AGMs, started the text thread last night when Ryan Ufko scored. Ufko is a player that Westby was responsible for scouting and for bringing to our organization. So that started a really sweet text thread between a number of us that ended with the sentiment that last night our guys did it for Big Dave. So we will miss him. We'll never forget him. Offer our condolences to all of his friends and family. And we loved him, and he'll always be part of this organization.
You know, I understand the impact of people with an organization, and it's part of. I don't mean this in any way other than what it is. It's life. There's good people coming to our lives, and you remember them for what they were. And when you're talking right there, Michelle, you're exuding how much you love this man. I mean, it's very palpable.
Yeah. Well, we will definitely never forget Big Dave. We love him, and we'll miss him, but he will always have an impact on this program.
Well, thank you for sharing the kind words about him. Last week, I've said it all the time, Michelle, even before I knew you, Bridgestone Arena and the Nashville Predators and your staff, everybody, you guys put on the perfect basketball tournament. Last year was the same way. It was fun. You got, Saturday or Sunday, 18,000 people packed in the arena. How much fun is it watching all that come together?
It's awesome. There is such a burst of energy, not only in this building with all of the fans vying for their teams, but it pours into Broadway. There is just a vibe about the SEC tournament that you just have to be here and feel to understand. Our relationship with the SEC only grows stronger as the years go on. I so respect what Greg Sankey and his staff have done with. And I'm a little biased. I have a long SEC history, so I've always believed it to be the best conference in the country. But we have just a really special relationship with them. We're really proud to be the host of one of their crown jewels. And I can't let this SEC talk go by without praising my Commodores a bit.
Right.
It was a great anchor down week for our Commodores. Have started the NCAA strong. Willie D and Max and I sat in my office yesterday and had a bit of a makeshift watch party. And so it was an exciting way to get March Madness underway. And we love it and already can't wait for it to come back next year.
You're always so busy. Were you able to separate what you do work-wise as a fan for a few hours last Sunday to watch your Commodores?
A little bit, yeah. So Friday or Sunday, I sat and watched the full game. Some of Vanderbilt, I was sitting with some of Vanderbilt's coaches of other sports, and it was just fun. I did kind of feel as much like an alum that day as I felt like someone who works at the host facility. So it was a whole lot of fun. I'm really proud of Commodore Nation, how they showed up. Saturday and Sunday were great crowds. When we as back to me being part of the facility management, we get a little bit jittery when Kentucky and Tennessee aren't in the Saturday Sunday games. And but it was great. The crowds were great, as you said, 18,000 people on Sunday, tons and tons of energy. So again, there's just not much that I can say that isn't glowingly positive about that SEC tournament.
Yeah, Michelle, yesterday from your watch party, it was pictured with you, Willie Donick, and Max Hers There was a certain T-shirt that is kind of circulating on the web now that is a very cool design. How can Preds fans snag that Smashville T-shirt coming up?
I am so glad you asked. It is it's Vanderbilt night on the 26th, so we're going to play the Devils, and it's going to be Vanderbilt night. So there is a ticket package that you can jump onto, and you can have one of those beautiful Smashville T-shirts. I'm looking at some right now. They're sitting in a chair in my office. So it's come on out, watch us win another game, get another couple points as we make our way toward the playoffs, and grab that Vandy pack and the Smashville T-shirt on at the same time.
Absolutely. Joe and I had the privilege to walk into the Lexus Lounge last night. I know we've been there before the season began just to check out some of the stuff you guys have to offer. But the service, the food selection, everything down there, even the watching of the game is just nothing but spectacular what you guys have done there in the Lexus Lounge this season.
Well, thank you. We, that has become a beloved part of this facility. People, the Lexus Lounge it's a huge buzz phrase. It's been buzzing around for a number of years. I have a godson who's a junior in high school, and occasionally he and his friends will come to games. And one of his friends in particular always says to me, "Shell, I think it's the best place to eat in all of Nashville." I get excited every time Henry invites me.
Oh, it is the best. Michelle Kennedy, Madam President with the Nashville Predators, is with us. And so, Michelle, I told people Wednesday, Thursday, get to the arena because the game in Seattle was massive. I'm telling people to get there tomorrow. I know there's 3 big games next week. I know there's a road trip, a game in Chicago on Sunday. But, Michelle, the most important game for the Nashville Predators right now is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We need a packed arena because these young guys don't know any better than to go out there and play their tails off, and they are fun to watch, Michelle.
They are, and you know what? Our fans are always great. But these last few games, before our road trip and now after, the energy has just been awesome. I think that the guys on the ice, the young guys, the veterans, coaching staff, everyone has had a great reaction to the trade deadline. You never know how the trade deadline is going to impact your team and your fans. But everybody, I think, is so excited. As you said, those young guys are buzzing around out there like crazy. The veterans are right there supporting them. Last night, I thought one of the most memorable moments of the game was when Marcia Show defended Wood after somebody slammed his head into the boards. I mean, that's not usually part of Marcy's game. But my goodness, he came after. It's clear that our team is playing for each other. They are headstrong on getting the playoffs. And listen, we've got a bunch of big 4-point games coming up. We're going to be playing the Sharks a couple times, the Kings a couple times. Those games are gigantic. But as you said, it all starts again tomorrow with a huge matinee game against the Vegas Golden Knights. And it's a fun building to be in. It's a fun group of guys to watch. Please come down here. Everybody that's listening, come down here and watch these guys. They're fun, and you will leave with a spring in your step because it's a great, fun bunch of guys to watch who clearly care about each other, and they're so thankful and so grateful for our fan support all day, every day, but especially now as they're in the midst of a really tough playoff run.
Michelle, the spring in the step begins tonight, has New Edition, and Boys to Men are at Bridgestone Arena, and it's going to be one heck of a time tonight.
Sold out. There is a lot of energy around that. I'm telling you, we love to be the building that has something for everyone. So we go from hockey to New Edition, back to hockey, and I don't even know what comes next. I'm just living one day at a time right now.
There you go.
But there is always something down here. We'd love to see any of you guys that are listening, come on down here and watch. Tomorrow will be a little bit. We'll have some tribute videos tomorrow with some of our former favorites come back. We've got 3 guys that are playing for the Golden Knights that we'll clap and have fond recollections of them as Predators. But then we will hope to say lose by a million. But there's always something fun, always something a little bit that will tug at your heart. Tomorrow, those guys do such great things for our organization, and we wish them well every day except the days they play us.
Oh, I love it. Michelle, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. I might see you tonight down there, but have a good weekend, and we'll talk soon. Thank you.
All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Michelle Kennedy.
Fantastic.
New Edition. Can you name a New Edition song?
Nope.
You should. That's way ahead. I mean, you were born in what year?
98.
98. They're mid 80s. That's right. That's old school of the JoJo.
I'm just being honest with you, Joe. I didn't listen to much music as a kid.
Okay. Why don't you put that mic a little closer to your
It
mouth
always
there?
falls. I don't know why
That's
is.
okay, buddy. All right, coming up next, what do we have?
We have celebrity birthdays. America's favorite game.
And what else?
And what day is it?
That boy. We're live at Boom Boss. Stick right here. Final segment coming up next. Start at 102.5 the game. All right, welcome back to the final segment of the Chase and Big Joe Show live at Boom Bars in East Nashville. DVD will be here from 3 to 6 today. We got you for 5-6 minutes. Not a good day for our boys at Tennessee State, Dr. Crane.
I hate to say give it some time, but
Are they down? They're down. Are they?
I think they're in double digits now. Yeah, there you go. They're at 11.
Iowa State leads 38-11 over TSU. There's still 6 minutes to go in the first half, but what a day of basketball still to come for everybody.
It's a game of runs, Joe.
Yep. So come over here and pour one out for Chuck Norris, and then have a good time at Boom Bars. It's a different world now that Mr. Norris is no longer with us.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a somber vibe. It's just some very
Chuck Norris.
Iconic.
Chuck, icon. If you didn't hear the news, Chuck Norris passed away yesterday, and came out today that he had passed away. All right, with that, Connor Newt, hit it, brother. Time for What Day Is It in Celebrity Birthdays. Dr. Crane, take it away. America's favorite segment. We don't waste your time.
No, sir. First on the list is Alien Abduction Day. Do you believe in aliens?
I do not believe in aliens.
Okay.
Do you believe in
Continuing.
love?
I do believe in love.
There you go.
After love. Let's see. Bibliomania Day is today. So I believe that's
What is that? Is that a
book thing. Just a bunch of books.
Thanks.
So just giving you the synopsis of it.
All right.
There's a long list of just what it's about. I'm just not going to read it.
Okay. I like that.
Crawfish Cravers Awareness Day is today.
Oh, let's go. I love crawfish.
French Language Day. That's love, Connor. That's love language.
Je ne sais quoi.
There you go. Great American Meat Out is today. So if you enjoy some meat,
Family.
go ahead and
I'm
enjoy
sorry.
it.
What day is this?
The Great American Meat Out.
I think that's illegal in 7 states.
Not in Tennessee, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. Hufflepuff Pride Day is today. So if you're a Hogwarts fan, there you go. Hufflepuff. International Astrology Day.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo.
Okay. A Scorpio.
Explains a lot. International Day of Happiness Day is today.
Every day. Be happy every day.
Let's see. National Earth Day is today. National Jump Out Day. National Bach Beer Day.
Okay.
National Kiss Your Fiance Day. A lot of love in the area.
All
right. National Ravioli Day. There's some toasted raviolis on their menu over here at Boom Bars in East Nashville. National Preschool Teachers Appreciation Day. Red Nose Day. Proposal Day. Snowman Burning Day. The first day of spring. Won't You Be My Neighbor Day. There you go.
All right.
World Frog Day. World
I think
Sparrow
we're good
Day.
now.
We're
good
good.
Lord.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we've wrapped up everything.
Okay. All right. Well done. All right. Time for celebrity birthdays. Got to get these within 2 years of their birthday. A lot of them. My computer decided not to play games with me. All right. Here we go. Connor Newt, you go first. Look at our first birthday of the day. Former Kentucky basketball player, Pat Riley. How old is Pat Riley today?
Oh, Pat Riley. That's right. He was just honored a couple days ago at a Lakers game. Pat Riley is 74.
78.
81 years old. Dr. Crane, how old is the great Bobby Orr?
Bobby Orr. Got to go like 79.
Bobby Orr is 76.
78. Dr. Crane's on the board, 1-0. Connor, how old is former All-Pro linebacker for the Saints, Ricky Jackson?
56.
61.
68. Dr. Crane, how old is Mookie Blaylock, NBA star, Pearl Jam's biggest fan?
44.
60.
59. We're tied at 1. Rifleman, how old is Spike Lee today?
Ooh.
Spike Lee. 63.
67.
69. Dr. Crane's up 2-1.
Nice.
Dr. Crane, how old is actress Holly Hunter? She was in Raising Arizona.
78.
71.
68.
Bless you. Bless you.
All right, I'm back. All right, 68. Nobody gets that one. Rifleman, how old's Kathy Ireland?
I don't know who that is.
Supermodel.
Okay. 52.
53.
63. Dr. Crane, comedian actor Mike Rappaport.
65.
59.
56. Rifleman, Ruby Rose, the actress.
64.
50.
40. Rapid fire. Here we go. Dr. Crane. Barney Miller. Hal Linden is still alive. How old's Hal Linden?
94.
98.
95. Dr. Crane's up 3-1. Rifleman. How old is guitar player Jimmy Vaughn from the Fabulous Thunderbirds?
84.
83.
75. Dr. Crane. How old is drummer Slim Jim Phantom from the Stray Cats?
68.
63.
65. Oh, it's 3-2 now. Good job. Rifleman. How old is comedian Mikey Day from Saturday Night Live?
I love Mikey Day. 32.
38.
46. Dr. Crane, how old is guitar player Nick Wheeler of the All-American Rejects? You
44.
get this, you win.
44.
49.
44 exactly. Dr. Crane takes it 5-2. Well done, buddy,
Thank
on
you.
that.
I'm proud of you. Good job.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it is.
Appreciate it.
Connor, you always give a good battle, Rifleman. We appreciate your passion and everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that's it.
Yep.
Boombox DVD's up next. Final thoughts here, Dr. Crane?
Thank you, Jason K, for letting me sit in for you, man.
No, on the world.
Oh, world, just be kind to people. That's all.
There you go.
Be kind to people. Enjoy college basketball. And, yeah, just put a smile on your face because not a lot of people do that nowadays. So
There
do
you
that.
go. Our message after every show to our guys out there who are struggling, we tell you one more day. We need you here one more day. Let's worry about today, right? I need you to go to therapy. I need you to find gratitude. I need you to realize how wonderful, how powerful you are, and how people really, when you walk into a room, you light up a room because people love you. Please know your value, your worth as a husband, as a father, as a man, and know that we love you, and more importantly, more than anything else in this world, please know how much God loves you. DVD's next.